Hello people of YouTube, Wayne Hackman here, aka Whackstar, aka 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. This is a little show that I like to do on a Sunday evening stroke afternoon called Let's Talk Africa. Love for you to comment in the chat. This is obviously a live stream and it's great to have contact with people. And I've not done this for a while. I've had a number of Sundays where I have been away or there's been thunderstorms taking place. So fortunately, the worst of the bad weather has come over where I live. And those of you who don't know, I'm 5 Zulu is a Kenyan call. I live in central Kenya, just on the Rift Valley, about 8,500 feet up. Now, I thought I'd try something a little different today. I thought that I would, in the first part of this hour, experiment with something called JS8 Cool. Now, I'm an FT8 fan, enjoy FT8 quite a lot, and it's something, the reason why I like it so much is that I can be doing my work in my office here, and just down here is a laptop that I have, and you can see that I've installed JS8 Cool on it there, and I can have that just working while I'm doing my proper work. I must admit, it doesn't substitute vocal conversations. I really do enjoy the vocal conversations. That's actually one of the reasons why I got into ham radio, is to have a vocal conversation with people all over the world. But I do like experimenting with the FT8. It's a good way of building contacts. And this is JS8 Cool. Now, JS8 Cool is the means to be able to use your the means to be able to use your keyboard to communicate with each other. Now, the way I understand FT8 works is it basically sends through a sort of strange pattern of high-frequency noises, just a little bit of information about me and the level of my call. And it's an automated process where it's call CQ, and then someone responds, and then the software that I use then goes on to the next thing, saying, okay, let's connect with... let's connect, and then this little conversation takes place between computer and computer, and before you know it, you've made a contact and you can log it, and it's gone straight onto your log. Well, JS8 Call takes that FT8 mode, that sort of strange pattern of noises, and allows you to send short keyboard bursts of information. So it's like live text messaging, and so you can go to JS8 Call and install it, and that's what I've done. You can see it here. I've installed it here. I am currently on 18 meters, and it has the preset frequencies all in there. So if you go to control, you can set the different frequencies for the different modes, all preset. And of course, this is going into my ICOM 7300, and you can see it there as well. So I thought I'd experiment with this today, live on air, see how it goes. It could go really well. We might not get any contacts, and if we don't get any contacts, then I'll move over to calling CQ vocally for half an hour, see if we can at least make a contact in the world. So here is JS8 Call. Now, I'm going to put the audio on as well, just to give you an idea of what it sounds like, okay? So let me just pop the audio on here. So you can hear the audio of the JS8 Call there. Now, I've installed this today. I understand the theory of it. I don't know if I've configured this correctly, but I should be seeing responses here, and here I can type my message to people. So, fortunately, much like the FT8 software, you can set this to automatically send CQ, and you hear those sort of weird ups and downs. That's sending CQ. So I'm going to send CQ a few times and see if anyone responds. And I'm seeing if we can have a conversation with someone, a little type QSO. So there it goes again. There's somebody out there. Now, I should really test these things before I do them live, but I think it's quite fascinating actually doing these things on the hoof. And actually, if anybody's watching that is connected to, enjoys watching JS8 Call or has used it, number one, connect. I'd love to be able to connect. And number two, just let me know if I'm doing anything wrong here. So I can hear that there is noise out there. I mean, it's not a particularly loud signal. What's that do? Should we do normal? There's a lot of... You can hear that there are other stations out there. I don't know if they can hear me. Now, if you have a look at the radio, you can see just on the audio display there, you can see the sort of pattern of sound going out there. And so that's sort of transmitted that out. We'll listen for a bit. Ah, hang on. No, sorry, I was looking at the wrong screen and thought that something had popped out. All right. I suspect this is going to take a while. So if you are watching the stream, it's great to have you connected. And please do say hi on the stream. While we're waiting for our first contact, if at all we're going to get a first contact. And I am on 18... I keep forgetting what... 18 meters, that's correct. I was right the first time. And I'm going to move down to 20 meters in a bit. And then I'll stay on 20 meters and I'll move from JS8 call to... JS8 call to... What do you call it? To phone, to start to see if I can build up some contacts. There's definitely a lot of sound out there, but I'm imagining here stuff should populate here, and I don't know why it's not populating. It's transmitting. There we go. That strange droning of sound. I think it's quite eerie. I did try earlier today. Sorry, I'm just drinking down the microphone. Never nice. I mean, the noise level isn't too bad today. Just splattering a little bit over 1. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know what that does. There's this sort of strange droning of sound out there. Not really that pleasant of a sound, but when you listen to it in the sort of static, it just sounds like this sort of eerie drone wail. But I guess the slight inflections of the frequency tell the radio listening, you know, this is an A, this is a B, this is a C, and so on and so forth. It does it so quickly. So a little bit like Morse code, I guess, but sort of alternates the pitch of the sound in a way to then signal to the computer what alphanumerical. I am running 100 watts. It might be that this band is just not open to me a lot at the moment. We'll see. See, look, I don't know if this is good. If I type "Hello World," anyone out in the static? Question mark. If I was to hit enter, that would send it out. But it's not, I'm not going to, because you shouldn't really just send random messages out like that. Oh, it's doing it again. I was actually sending hello world static CQ CQ CQ. So it sort of comes through in sort of 15 seconds sort of intervals. Let's make some noise and see if, you know, anybody can hear me. There are some faint stations there, but I suggest they can't hear me. So what I might do is I might move down to 20 meters. That's a fairly reliable band. And we can see if anybody connects with us there. I'll make that my last call. Sometimes with FDA, it's funny. You can, I mean, I've made contacts with on FTA all over the world. And actually, I used to do it with my Yaesu FT818, and I'm just blown away that even, I think I was just pushing 4 watts of power. I don't think I was even pushing that to its limit. And I was making contacts in Brazil on it. So powering out 800 watts, 100 watts, 800, that would be amazing. Anyone want to sponsor me an amplifier? See, I can hear that noise, but I can't. It's not translating to anything here, and I'm not too sure if that's not breaking the volume. I wonder if, let me go into the settings. I wonder if I've done something wrong here. So frequency, that's the frequencies. Audio, microphone, USB. That's correct. That's correct. Remember power settings on band, tune. That's cool. Output. Okay, we know that is all right. Sometimes, I know on the FT8 you can adjust the level of the volume. It might be that just the propagation isn't up to much. I'm wondering if this has to go up to a certain level to start. Green when good, red when clipping maker, yellow when too low. Okay, so we're bang on. It says we're right. All right, let's just try a different. Let's go to a different frequency. Where are we? Let's go to set frequency. Let's go to 20 meters. Actually, even better, let's go to 10 meters, because quite often that goes. There you go. There's some serious action there. 10 meters. And actually, 10 meters for me, my antenna is just tuned perfectly. There's very little noise. So some of this has got to translate to something. This is really interesting. If you just joined the stream, it's great. This is Let's Talk Africa, but I'm experimenting with a piece of software called JS8 Cool. So if you've got that set up, do connect with me. Say hi on the chat if you are around. JS8 Cool, as I said earlier in the presentation, is that I can type things, and I'm going to do that right now. We're just going to transmit and see if we can get a little typing conversation going on here. And if it doesn't work, well then I am going to go back to our normal way of doing Let's Talk Africa, calling CQ. on voice, and we'll see if we can connect with anybody. But it's always a delight that people are catching the stream this evening. So, CQ. So I guess once so it's decoding. It is decoding, receiving, decoding, receiving, decoding. I did switch this filter on. Maybe I just switched the filter off. Is that just screwing with it a little bit? Oh no. So I don't know why none of this is populating here. There's definitely sound. I don't know if it's the enable reporting spot. Okay. Mode. Decoder sensitivity. Like I say, I'm very new to this technique of calling. Let's call CQ again, see what happens. So this is transmitting 6 words per minute by looks of it in 30 seconds interval. I'm going slow transmission. I'm wondering if by going slow it means that gives more time for anything out there to respond. It's interesting. I mean, nothing is showing on the waterfall here, which suggests that because, and then if you look at the radio, you can see. A bit of preamp on, see if that solves anything. To lift those signals. I know it's not particularly pleasant to listen to. Sorry about that, guys. But obviously, this is the. It's not. I don't know why it's not decoding any of these. What have I done wrong? I can change the colour of the waterfall. It's just weird that nothing is picking. Let's call CQ again, see what happens. So there's... Maybe this is a bit I don't understand, that maybe I just like FD8, you can see everybody's transmissions. And you can see the people that are calling CQ, and it populates down the left-hand side here. And then if you're calling CQ, then your computer automatically picks and starts that sort of little negotiation between the two areas. But you can also choose people to talk to. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Don't seem to be... It seems I can choose where my offset is. Let's try a little lower down the band, see. So there's obviously people out there sort of broadcasting. I don't know. I'm trying to, like I say, I'm trying to understand how the software works. So it might be that It's interesting. I've changed the offset so you can hear the frequency is slightly lower. And like I said, this is new software to me, and so I don't know if only people talking to me directly will appear there, and only CQ calls will appear here. And it might be that all of that information, all of those tones that we're hearing, are people just having a conversation with their mates. I don't know. So it's definitely saying it's receiving, definitely saying it's decoding. It's happy with the volume level. Let's go CQ one more time. And then maybe I'll try a different band. I mean, if you even look at the waterfall, like I say, if you look at the water on the radio, which were there aren't any strong signals that are really popping out. There aren't any strong signals that are popping out. So it might be that the signals are too weak to break the, what do you call it, limiter or something like that. That's quite a strong signal. I don't know what these lines are, if they're segmenting when it makes picks a contact up. Can I click on that? No. Alright, let's try a different channel. Maybe these guys are just having a conversation with each other. Like I say, if you're watching this live now, or you obviously watch it at a different time, let me know where I'm going wrong, if I am going wrong somewhere. I just assume that you'll be able to see all the band activity. It says, receive band activity display with time since last heard. That's interesting. So there is stuff going on there. Okay, guys, I'm not totally convinced that I've got that set up right. So I'm going to just go to the radio now. I'm going to reconfigure it to call CQ. See if we can get anybody out on the old contacts tonight. We'll scrub through the channel. There seems to be a little bit of activity taking place just above and below. So we'll do that. Now on my radio, it has presets, so I can just change the preset. So they're just like that. I've changed from digital modes to phone. And I'm transmitting up a sideband. We'll find a frequency first. So what I'm doing is I'm just opening up. I like using ham radio Deluxe to connect with my phone. What am I talking about? Connect with my radio. So, which is a great piece of software. It doesn't seem to be connecting. Oh, I know. Sorry, guys. What I have noticed with Ham Radio Deluxe, or if you're flipping between something that's using the what do you call it? Something that's using the same resources. Ham Radio Deluxe likes to be a bit, I don't like this. I'm not connecting to your radio, which is a bit annoying. So as you can see here, Ham Radio Deluxe is just loading up. You can see that I've got my preset connector. We connect to that. It should, in theory, turn the radio on, which it is doing, which is good, which means it's talking. And then you can see on my computer is Ham Radio Deluxe coming up and operating. We've got someone on from Palestine. How are you? It's great to connect with you, my friend. Thanks for dropping in to the stream. I'm just moving over from from JS8 call to calling CQ. So you can hang out and watch, and I hope you are safe and well. Let's see if we can find somebody to talk to. So there you go. That's a bit of RTTY. Quite quiet out there today. All right, I'm going to go to my favourite frequency. We'll have a little listen. And we'll make some calls and see if anybody out there. Yeah, someone out there. That's my favourite frequency. Never mind. Just find a quiet frequency. See what we're doing it. Let's just tune. Alrighty. A bit of tuning going on there. Okay, let me see if anybody's out there. Is the frequency in use over? Is the frequency in use over? All right, let's start calling CQ. For those of you who are new to amateur radio, calling CQ is basically a polite way of saying, hello, I'm out there. If there's anybody there, I would love to connect with you. Here we go. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So I'm just going to make some noise on the channel, and then hopefully someone dialing around the band might hear my call. Had some success last night. I made a call into Spain, and I think Sorry, I'm listening as well as talking, which is never a good thing. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. This is Let's Talk Africa. If you've just joined us, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ. I'm on 20 metres now. We experimented with JS8 call earlier with not a lot of success. My first attempt ever online. So if you're watching this back, let me know where I can improve on my JS8 call. Never done it before. But as always, that we got back to the tradition on Let's Talk Africa to start calling CQ on 20 metres. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. It's probably a little bit late in the day, early, for me. It'd be quite nice to get, a few stations that are east of where I am. Yeah, east. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ from central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ from central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Just made a better view of the screen there. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ from central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ from central Kenya. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Now, what I really like about this radio is I've had some time to experiment with this, and I'll show you. If I go to menu and voice there, what you see is it's actually got a whole load of preset recordings that I've made, and I can play one of those recordings.
CQ, this is the 5 Zulu 4
pretty cool, hey?
Whiskey Hotel calling CQ.
So that's transmitting.
This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel calling CQ on 20 metres from central Kenya. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
So if you don't want to sort of, strain your voice, there looks like there's a station just below me that's fired up. If you don't want to strain your voice, what's great about it is you can just go over, and I'll show you another one. Just press the button, and it's making the call for me. There's another really cool feature about this radio that I've experimented with as well. So I can go to that same preset, and if I hold my finger on it, it loops it. And in between each transmission, it just gives a 5-second break. So if someone responds, I can just hit my foot switch, and it will stop the loop going, which is really great. Doesn't make good television watching, but which is cool. But if we go over to my my log, and you can see here I've actually made some contacts. There it goes, talking. I've made some contacts. So this morning I made 3 contacts, just with some local Kenyan traffic, and yesterday on 14 metres heat in Spain, and then about this time yesterday 2 contacts into the Seychelles. So what a great voice that is. No, nothing. Now, if you have a look at the waterfall, you can see that there is a remnant of a station that seems to have opened up just below. We can perhaps pop down there and see if there's anybody there. Do one more call. This is really important that you make some noise, you see.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
Well, I'm very excited that someone from Palestine has dropped into the stream nonetheless. Really pleased about that. Great to have you guys here. Hope you are safe and well.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
So just quick tap on my foot switch has disabled that, you see. So let's just, what I can do here, we can put in a secondary frequency on Ham Radio Deluxe here. So is that me? Can you hear something? Five Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is a 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, 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 5Z4WH, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
Benito African and Middle East Station, range Tango 5 Tango, range Tango 5 Tango, range Tokyo 5 Tokyo, calling CQDX.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel responding.
Again?
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel.
Tango Go station.
It's a different station.
Sierra Papa 8 Tango Go, Sierra Papa 8 Tango Go, correct?
I didn't catch his call. We can have a quick look up to see where he is.
Sierra Papa 3 Tango Go, Sierra Papa 3 Tango Go, correct?
He was looking for Middle Eastern stations. We'll come back and give him a go in a minute. I'm on 92. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. I've changed the positions of my speaker in my studios where, CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. So it's 1442 Zulu, which amounts to 1442 Kenyan time or East African time. If you've just joined the stream, great to have you guys here. Drop me a comment in the chat if you want to say hello or ask any questions about ham radio. And I'm calling CQ. This show is called Let's Talk Africa, where I call CQ on 20 meters to see if anybody is out there. Been a while since we've done that, and if you tuned into the beginning of the show, you'll notice that I experimented with a bit of JS8 call with not too much success, and have moved over to calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. I thought that was somebody. Sounds like someone's having a conversation. I thought someone was repeating their call. Yeah, there's someone having... Okay, I might have to just shift frequencies. That's a shame. Well, it's not a shame. It means that propagation is improving. So, obviously, he's a little bit more powerful than me, or can't hear me. So here in Kenya, I just get interference around here. Don't know what that is. Right, let's just listen for that for a second. Obviously don't want to drop into someone's conversation. That sounds like a South African there, so that's good. Good. A little tune. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use over? Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use over? Go down a bit further. This is it. Now propagation is coming in, which is good news. It means that there's the potential to get more stations, but the problem is that someone may have been using that frequency, and of course I couldn't hear that individual, and now radio waves are bouncing a little bit more off the ionosphere. I think we're all right with this. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel? If you look at the waterfall, there's not a lot of activity. I'll just do a quick check. There you go, there's somebody there. I think we're going to struggle to find. So normally I try and do this before the show. In the hope then that obviously you can see these stations are starting to come up now. So there's one above. This I think might be okay. Let's do a quick tune again, just to get the best power out of my radio. Okay, I think we're right. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use over? Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use over? Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use over? Good evening, world. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. This is Let's Talk Africa on the 10th of October. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel here calling CQ. It's a scrabbler. We started off on what we thought was a frequency. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. You can see my SWR is right down, which hopefully is putting out the maximum amount of power this radio can handle, which is 100 watts. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So not a lot of success today. Neither on, which I suppose then maybe that makes sense why my radio couldn't decode any JS8 call, because conditions weren't great. I'm going to go on a bit later tonight after the show, obviously, after I've had some food with the family and all that jazz, and see if we can get some level of success with that. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel calling CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel calling CQ from Central Kenya, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Again, there is some noise in the static. Is that a station calling? CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. If you're interested in any of the other videos, did one on crypto mining yesterday, which I quite enjoyed.
CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
If we go over to the radio, you can see more and more activity is happening, so hopefully that is a suggestion that propagation is improving.
CQ, this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
Yep. There's a station a bit higher than me.
CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ 5Z4 WH 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
My QRN isn't too bad, as you can see. Every now and then there looks like what's a static crash, which suggests to me there could be a thunderstorm coming in, which could put the kibosh on this evening. Looking out my little window just up here, and
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
I mean, it would be really nice to get a few contacts. I must admit, just the weather in where I am in Central Kenya has been around sort of 5 o'clock at night, when it's the perfect time, between 5 and 8. We just get these massive thunderstorms coming through. Of course, I don't want to lose my equipment, so I always disconnect the antenna. And of course, though, that doesn't mean that I can do any DXing, sadly.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
It's a rather big station. Just remember, we are on 178.
CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ DX 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
So there is a little bit of activity on the band. We'll come back to 178 in a minute. Let's just... there's a rather big station, if you can see it.
Station, radio Tokyo 5 Tokyo, radio Tokyo 5 Tokyo, calling CQ, radio Tokyo 5 Tokyo, radio
Is that Tokyo 5 Tokyo?
5 Tokyo, calling CQ.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel responding.
Thank you very much. 5 very well. My name is Dima. Delta Italy Mike America Dima. Can I copy, over?
Okay, that's it. Absolutely big. Let's go up to this big station up here. What's this? What's this? It's funny, as soon as I move my cursor up there, it disappears. Always the way. Where you gone? Huh. I don't know what that was. Might have been some ground radar or something like that. Gone. There's something up here though. What's up here? Sounds like a French station. Some kind of...
Tropical station and Midway station.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel responding.
Right, let's go back down to 172. No, 178, wasn't it? There we go.
Five Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, checking to see if the frequency is in use. Is the frequency in use? Over. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Over. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
Not totally convinced that I'm going to have any success tonight, but let's remain positive as best we can.
CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ from Kenya. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
Let's make some noise, see if...
CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Kenya. CQ, 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 this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Kenya. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Is that Bravo Foxtrot? Please make your call, over. Was there a Bravo Foxtrot November station, over? That was weird. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Interesting. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Might have been like a little peak in atmospherics there. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Echo Foxtrot Delta Mike. Echo Foxtrot Delta Mike, is that correct, over? Is there a station Echo Foxtrot Delta Mike? Echo Foxtrot Delta Mike, is that correct, over? Echo Foxtrot station, you're really down in my static, Perhaps just wait a little bit and see if conditions come up, and we'll see if we can connect. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Are there any other stations? 5Z4WH, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Five Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, listening. Station, go ahead, make your call, please. Station, you're very faint, very faint, trying to, very difficult to copy. Could you make your call again, please, over? And he's gone. Weird. CQ, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. CQ, 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 5Z4WH, CQ, 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 this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening and standing by, over.
Well, we're moving into grey line time now, so it could either mean propagation is great. I'm just looking out the corner of my eye here, and there's a big storm cloud over there. There aren't any static crashes, which is a good sign. So it might just be a rainstorm, and if it's just a rainstorm, that's fine. But if it's thunder and lightning, I'm going to shut down pretty quick.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
So I don't know if there's somebody else on this frequency, and every now and then there's a spike in propagation and I can hear that conversation, or if someone's trying to connect with me.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, CQ, 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 this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
CQ, 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 this is the 5
Get my voice
Zulu
break.
4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, 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 this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ on 20 meters from Central Kenya. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
There's a big old strong station above me.
Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5Z4WH, listening and standing by, over.
Okay, you saw me move quick there to try and stop the repeat going.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 CQDX. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
Oh, come on, perseverance, perseverance, perseverance.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
Grey line doesn't seem to be doing anything either this evening.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency, standing by, over.
Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
I wish there was a way just to change the gap between. It seems to be about every 5 seconds.
Listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
Let's try 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4 elephant, 5 elephant, 6. Yeah, every 5 seconds. Now, I'd like to sort of move that to like every 10 seconds, and then that just gives a little bit more space, particularly if you've got a longer call.
Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
Well, we've been doing this for an hour and 15 and no contact.
A
bit disappointing, really.
Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu
Well,
4
not
Whiskey
great
Hotel,
watching this
calling
evening. Sorry,
CQ,
guys.
listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
May you win some and lose some.
Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel,
If we
calling
have a look here,
CQ, CQ,
shows you
CQ.
band
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey
activity.
Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by,
Seem
over.
to be these American stations. It's a French station.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling
Nothing on the
CQ,
frequency that I'm calling on by the looks of it.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey
Which is a good
Hotel,
sign.
calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu
If you look
4
on here, you
Whiskey
can see
Hotel,
that there is
calling
some
CQ, listening to the frequency
RTT
and
going
standing by,
on.
over.
I always find that freaky. It's obviously someone calling up a...
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
What's going on the radio?
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
What's that? Looks like a station's just opened up above me. It's gone.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over.
It's a weird pulsing. Sounds almost like a submarine, doesn't it? Boom. Right, let's have a little scrub up the channel. Yeah, I can hear the rain coming. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut down because the rain is coming, which this season means thunderstorms, and like I say, I don't want my rig to be completely and utterly fried for obvious reasons. So I'm just going to bid you well. Sorry, it's a bit of an uneventful show. If you tuned in, thank you for watching. If you're watching this again on repeat and you've got any comments on how I can improve my JS8 call, much appreciated. I'll try and be back next week, all being well. Don't see why I won't be back next week because I start my holiday next week for a week, so I'll be able to do some more amateur radio stuff. So it leaves me to say blessings to you all. Have a great week, and I'll catch you in the next Let's Talk Africa. Goodbye.